Florida. But the main weather story that we've been following all day right now on News Now from Fox is this nor'easter battering the East Coast. It's the first major winter storm of the season. We're being joined right now by Fox 29's Chris O'Connell, who is braving the elements out there to give us the story. Chris, what is the latest, especially with snow totals, and what are state and local officials telling residents at this point?
Well, state officials here in Pennsylvania basically telling people to stay off the roads if they don't have to be. A state of emergency is now in effect here for the state of Pennsylvania. This nor'easter, we are now getting socked with it here in the Lehigh Valley. We're about 60 miles north of the city of Philadelphia, and you see roadways. You see tractor trailers here behind me. Very, very slow going. There is a speed restrictions in effect for all the major highways here in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I-95, the Pennsylvania Turnpike. And if you could just go up to one of the lights, Dave, just go into the light, just the blowing snow. We anticipate 10 to 12, maybe 15 inches of snow here before this is all said and done, before this storm rolls out of here tomorrow. But it is the thick, the wet snow, the heavy shoveled snow that is very difficult to plow. It's very difficult to shovel. The people here out on the road, here see a plow coming by here. We're going to see that all night. They're urging anyone to be out on the road to stay away from these plows. And to give you an idea, oh, here it is. Literally, my ruler keeps getting buried in the snow. And let me just check here. We have about 4.5 inches here now, but it is blowing. It is all over the road. What they do here in the Northeast, they pre-treat the roads with some salt brine solution for about 24 hours before a storm. Then soon as the flakes start flying, they'll put down a layer of salt. And then after about an inch or two, that's when the snow removal process, and that's when the plows come out. But it is very good news, because anytime there is a storm and you are near one of these places, you know you are in good shape. You can always count on a Waffle House to be open no matter what kind of storm. So that's where we'll be hunkering down here tonight. There you have it from Allentown, Pennsylvania. Back to you.
Chris O'Connell, thanks so much for that update there from the Lehigh Valley in Pennsylvania. We'll be following this storm here on News Now from Fox throughout the afternoon and the evening. Stay safe out there. All right, we do have another live report coming up, this time out of New York in about 20 minutes or so following this nor'easter. And as you can see, our reporter there, Chris O'Connell from Fox 29 Philly, was in the thick of it. Obviously, we're going to be getting the COVID angle to this winter storm. Remember, I just want to go over some of these developments since this nor'easter has been hitting the East Coast. So it's affecting COVID-19 drive-through testing sites. Several of them have been closed up and down the eastern corridor because of the weather. It's also been affecting in-person classes, especially in New York City for those students who are allowed to be in class in person. Those classes have closed for the day because of the winter weather. So we'll be getting these angles about the coronavirus and the winter weather going into the night. You know, what happens for students who are taking classes remotely over Zoom? Do they get a snow day because of this winter weather? That remains to be seen. Also, what happens as well because, you know, there's no rush hour traffic, people scrambling home from work to beat the winter weather, and are salt trucks and plows mobilize as normally as they would in a normal year, pre-pandemic, coronavirus, in a normal winter season. So we'll be bringing all those angles to you throughout the late afternoon and the